Hello! Welcome. We're back. It's time for more Disco Elysium. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Feels like it's been a bit. I guess it has been over a week since we played this. But we're back. We're playing some more. We're picking up where we left off. I think we were looking for a tape to play, to sing, a karaoke, but let's take a look at our quest when we get started here and see what kind of stuff we were working on. Bam. Continue. Okay, so yeah, I'm in the pawn shop. Did we just buy a bunch of weird crap? I bet we did. We got, some items. Oh, we got a new thing to interact with? Okay, we'll take a look at that in just a second. I just want to see what else we've got. We've got an empty broken gun. Crucially. A shot put ball. A big cassette case. I wonder if somebody can play this. Oh no, it is destroyed. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Where's our little miniature that we got? Did we not? Oh my gosh, didn't that just happen at the end of last time? Didn't we get the little miniature? So, where'd it go? Where's the miniature, then? Oh no. We have a bunch of money. Wait. Let's take a look at our loads. Take me to the save. Oh my god, did it not save? 7th February. Here's my quick save. No! Are you joking? Oh my god, we gotta do part of it again, I think. I swear we saved. We saved at the end of last stream. Oh my god, it's fine.
You see
Whatever.
rows of toys. Try to find something pretty and cool here.
We just gotta do all this
Then
again?
use it to win her back.
Well, let's look on the bright side. We'll consider this a nice place to pick up and give us a little previously on Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, about this. Okay, win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice.
Dig up a
Figurine.
truly cool figurine in the box.
Why?
I fucking
What's
hate
this?
save system
A
in this
headless
game.
man riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Hey, Unwisebird, thank you for the light snacks. Unwisebird has contributed 60,000 total, or 6,000 total, to the Pangea Software Superb Stream Challenge. What is this? Show it to the shopkeep.
Oh, that's the headless phone rider.
We've seen this before.
The
Who?
headless 50
He's a
cent.
headless
He
man.
lost his cap when he lost his
We
head.
purchase
Did I
it.
mention that this figurine is...
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest.
Yay!
You should
Oh, okay, so we're back. I think that's the only thing that it didn't save us doing, although that is pretty intensely irritating. But I think we've got our little figurine again, so that's all good. Let's interact with this thing here, the handwritten note from the fridge. A handwritten note you found from a giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it to the refrigerator door.
The note
Great.
is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lime.
Mike's a little
office
quiet,
paper.
huh?
The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Where is it?
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen.
Oh my
ice
god, it's in
cream
the frozen ice cream maker.
Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer.
All right, we're going. We're gonna go get the thing from the ice cream machine, which we unplugged previously. Free me from this place. Okay, let's go get the memory filament. And we'll put it in the thing, and we'll do the thing because it's a video game. And when you find a thing that goes in a thing, you have to, by law, you have to put the thing in the thing. Hey, Giant Spatula, welcome, and thank you for the light snacks.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
My pry bar is not strong enough. That's minus 20? Ah, how hard could it be?
This orange machine is dead still.
If I
It
have a
has
heart attack and die
hand-cranked
from
ice
this,
cream
I'll be
churner
very upset. So
and
let's
an electric
actually, real quick, even though I no longer trust the save system to function, let's quick save. And then we'll do this.
This orange machine is
Turn
dead.
the crank.
Turning the crank is all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Alright, open that lid. Machine unplugged, better grip with gloves, do it.
The ice squeaks beneath.
Oh,
You
critical
think you've got the
failure.
bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge.
What is this?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Oh no!
That's a good pry bar, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open, some kind of super pry bar. You have no idea where to get one. Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Well, that was a fucking waste of time. Sorry. Oh, this game really frustrates me sometime. Okay, cool. I guess we won't do that. Until we find a more different key to put in this keyhole. Let's see.
The note is written with a blue pencil.
Who wrote this
on a
note?
piece. According to the note, someone named Sulislav.
What's a filament memory?
The note doesn't specify.
Who's the illiterate ginger kid?
The note does. Are you serious? You sure you don't want to hazard a guess here, detective?
Oh, you mean Kuno?
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
Great. Well, okay, let's look at the quest that we have and see if we can pick something useful and relevant to do. We can't do this until tomorrow. We can't do this until tomorrow. Right? Is it Wednesday? What day is today? Is it a secret? Which day it is? Don't get mad, Petey. Don't turn against this game. Well, we don't have anything filed from Wednesday, so I'm going to say it's Tuesday. But it would be super cool if they would just tell me that. Okay. Find the armored gloves. Track down your badge. Who put the clothes in the trash? We don't really have any leads right now. There's something we can do at 9 p.m. Oh, day 2. There it is. Okay. 7. So in a couple of hours, we've got something we can do. Get 2 signatures for Everart. We can't do that yet. We can't do that yet. We can't do that yet. FYI, it's possible to beat the game on Thursday. Oh my god. I hope so. God, I do feel like we've barely made a dent in this. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go find some random people to talk to. Maybe just shake some of the same old trees we done before. See if anything new comes up. Who are we gonna speak with? We spoke with Everart, I think, relatively recently. I don't think we're gonna get more from these truck drivers. We have a quest where we're supposed to talk to the Union Man, but they keep warning me that he's gonna say something extremely graphic and giving me a chance to back off, so that's what we did. This is a dead end. Talk to the pawn shop. Maybe there's somebody in the Whirling in Rags we can talk to. Talk to him. Let's see what's going on here. Welcome, by the way, Pierogi Frenzy.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Does Freed have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Come on, give me something to work with here.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
What do you... Well, that's useless then. What do you... Okay, thanks.
Uh-huh.
You're wasting the police's time. That's a serious crime. Okay. This man is a racist. Still. We don't really want to confront these other dudes until,
All around you,
what's his
rain
nuts
falls
comes
on the
back.
great city of
Kim.
Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves.
Maybe we'll go
and
talk to
floods
Joyce.
The gutters. The spring thaw must be here. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
Do I really want to do this? Okay, what is in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez. With its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Where are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of the Delta, the financial district.
Who are you, ghosts? Even
Faint
better.
golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day.
What is down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. hide.
Shake your shoulders again.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. The evening news.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. The lingering odor of decomposition mixes with that of damp soil.
What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town. In the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Shudder, look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
What's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the revolution. Doors leading down to Leroyam, the catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Motherfucker.
These spring thaw will not last. The winter will return to Revachol.
That was a tremendous waste of time. There was literally no new information. Okay, that's fine. I gotta have a good attitude. Let's adjust my attitude. Let me quick save, just because if I ever had to do that again, I would literally perish. Man. Okay. I was hoping we would learn something. Have some kind of insight. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go talk to Joyce. We haven't hit her up in a while.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her wet raincoat.
All around you, rain keeps falling down. On the wooden boards she's standing on, and on the water around you.
I could use a coat like that. This rain is freezing.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel.
Ah.
Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day.
Let's talk about the lynching.
Of course. Anything
All right,
to help.
never
I
mind.
am sorry to have been the bearer.
Let's get indoors, because I feel like the game is suggesting to us that we're suddenly gonna freeze to death or something stupid, so let's take a precaution against that and dry off at the whirling in rags. Maybe there's some random people also taking shelter from the rain who we can speak to there. All right. It's karaoke time. We already spoke to this man, right? He has nothing to say? It's all about money, you know? True. Spoke to her. Spoke to the chef. Let's look at this door again.
See a heavy steel door. With
Try to push on the door.
at
Touch the
cold
door.
blue.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that.
Can I help you?
Hmm.
The door is still nothing.
Well, we have something to do at 9 p.m. If we can hang on until then. Maybe there's somebody else we can talk to at that apartment building. I know I said we were going to stay out of the rain, but there's just no gameplay in there right now. There's the balcony. Spoke to the woman who cleans here. Let's just look at something. Maybe we can knock on some doors. Oh my god, what have I found? Such treasures. Like some alcohol. And magnesium. Moss crawls on those bathroom tiles. Actual moss. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Here's 42 cents.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Progy Frenzy says, if I were PB, I'd get to Wednesday and cross the water lock with Kim ASAP. Okay, that's good to know. Let's put the chain cutters in my hand.
This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock
Now we're gonna do
falls
some
to
a
the
quick
floor
B
a
and E.
little
That's
thud.
exciting.
It should be possible to enter now.
Oh, it's kind of pleasant in here. Let me close this door behind me. Oh, nope, that's not how it works. Okay, got it. A flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
Who is Krasmazov?
Situated between a poster of a white star and a photo of revolutionaries posing with their guns. This can't be coincidence. There can only be one explanation. Kraz Marzov is a communard.
No!
Yes. Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a theoretical historian. He was a leading figure in the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of science.
Wait,
communism.
the voice line said 9-day
Mazovian
government,
thought
and it says
was
11-day
Mazovianism.
government. Why? Why would it be different? What? It's fine. It's fine that it's because sometimes the lines are a little bit different, but that's such a weird difference to have. Father Mazov, the hero of the working class. Salute the statue.
A warm feeling fills you as you look into Marzov's marble eyes. The hallway behind the door is empty. No one else heard your courageous salute.
A communard lives in this
A
room.
poor communard, from the looks of it. The room
Okay.
is barely bigger than a closet.
Photos of revolutionaries. Books of critical theory. And a lounge jacket. Well now, well now, well now. You just had to say so. Whoa. Compared to my current jacket, we should probably wear something that's going to help me with the shivers. But I am gonna put on this sweet jacket. Oh my word. I'm a new man. Sorry, I was thinking of the wrong menu. And now close the door with the cut chain so that no one will know I was here.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Knock.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door.
It's fine, it's just me, the cops.
You can feel tension on the other side. Sounded like a woman. A woman's shoes.
Knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Oh, it's the wrong voice line. Oh no, is the game getting all bugged? The save was wrong. Oh no, and the other save was wrong and we got the wrong voice line. I hope it's probably fine. This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Nah, you're good.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Okay, game. This game would never encourage me to do something without a good reason. Just totally arbitrary. Oh. Well, basically we need to kill time until this person will let us in. Let's see what we can do here. Nothing going on up here. Maybe there's something else to do on the balcony. The other balcony. Reading a book kills a lot of time? Okay, that's an interesting idea. Or a case file. Oh, we could do another case file. Yeah, let's see.
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Browse the case files again. Progi Freddy says, TBH, I think letting Kim go so early made this day really hard. Interesting. So we've accidentally done this the wrong way. I see.
Investigations date back to January 51. Stamped case files. Commit to paper. These are your last couple
How
of
much is
months
that? 2
in
new cases a
Rexall.
week?
A lot. A little. Does it? It feels like a lot. Or you don't exactly close them so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. You don't exactly close them.
Read a case
It takes
file, that's what I
about half
wanted.
an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
The Square Bullet Hole Murders.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But?
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then, another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
A sequence killer.
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day.
Okay.
One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
The Unsolvable Case. That one was a real letdown. The Unsolvable Case.
Leslie and Burke, a.k.a. The public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable.
Let's solve it.
Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
We need to enact a temperance movement. It's the only way.
The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for
Oh
Burke to
my
stop
God, I
dismantling signs
predicted it.
and rear view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which
Hello!
in the
Hey,
40s
Rangoet,
or
welcome.
50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features. Is a medical
We're reading some case files to
improbability
kill some
on
time
Parkview
here
ceasing to
until we can
produce
go talk to the man whose
expression.
door opens at 9 p.m. Rangwitz is going to be semi-lurking for a bit with Minecraft. Welcome, welcome. Couldn't we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition, because that's where the action is.
Uh-huh.
Can you keep yourself off the streets?
Proceed.
Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years.
My God. Rangwitz says, I just found another fortress. Actually, two right next to each other. Oh, jackpot. Larry Burndorf. Hey, welcome, Larry Burndorf. Hello.
It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant
We're reading some
TH
case files
had
in
more
Disco
important
Elysium.
cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Public indecency.
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're
Puzzle
both
genius.
drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then
Oh
you
my
proceed
God.
to beat him unconscious with it. In the process, the ledger sustains damage.
I wouldn't do
The
that.
compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps.
Oh my
The
God.
good news is, Burke can't walk anymore.
Rangwitz says nether fortresses are extra useful in Create, which is a mod for Minecraft, because you can catch blazes and use them to heat stuff like engines or be train conductors who also fuel their own train. That's very useful. It's like in Venture Brothers when they have the Fantastic Four stand-ins, and they power the building with the guy who's like Johnny Torch, Johnny Flame, Johnny on Fire, Fantastic Four man. Rangwat says you can even make special cakes for them. It's pretty cute. And Rangwat says abuse from a police officer. No, this case must be false. And Rangwat says that's funny, lol. It's actually horrifying. He's like screaming in constant pain because he's on fire all the time. And they've got him in like a glass dome, and he's in the heart of the building. It is funny. It is supposed to be funny, but it's pretty brutal.
Can't get out of his apartment. An invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved.
Oh my God, I did it.
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing.
I can
Not
revisit
much
this.
has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers
Oh.
still sags from the clipboard.
Rangwat says also if they're the conductor, they get the little conductor hat. All creatures do, though except modded ones, sadly. Oh, got it. So they don't have it set up for modded ones. Please don't break my knee and kill my character. So actually, before we do this, because before we do anything even remotely physical, the game has conditioned us to quick save. Okay, let's look at the ledger real quick and let's crack it open my knee. Crack it open my knee, crack it over my knee.
A cabbage of papers, just relax.
Bam!
The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Slide the drawer open.
without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside? Please don't be something stupid.
2 ticket stubs and
Oh.
a handmade postcard.
Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there.
Oh yeah! Nice. Rengwet says time for round 2, because I ran in an abducted one blaze and took some nether warts. Forgot I need the blaze powder to actually brew potions. Ah yes. Ah yes. Mods let you give more uses for blaze powder, at least. But in the old days, it was just potions, pretty much. Pick up the card. Proceed.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it first.
It smells of chewing gum. Apricot flavor.
It's also used for Eyes of Ender. Oh, true.
A touch of cinnamon. The end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open it up.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card.
Oh no.
Round letters.
I have a woman's
In a woman's
handwriting.
hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile. You think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's...
Rengwet says, IDK if any of these mods have a use for it. Oh no. Oh well. Potions. Potions are something.
Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
But it will make me happy.
Outside, you hear the wind howl. A sudden gale blows in from Martinez, flapping street signs.
Come outside.
Keep reading.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager
Potions. Oh, Rengwet says there is unique potions. I have loads of ingredients for one that lets you crawl on ceilings. Spider-Man potion? You have my attention.
Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Rengwet says it's from the claws of drop bears. Oh yeah, I guess the Nether is Australia now. It always was. Always has been.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
If this kills our character, I will be unhappy. I will not be pleased.
Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector. A streetcar distancing. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Fall sideways. Rengwet says insta-death time. I'm joking. Wait, what happens now? I truly don't know. Wait, oh no! Begin?
There is nothing.
It's got to be a fake out, right?
Again.
Just lie there, passed out.
Well, oh, that's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Is he?
Ooh, this game is really testing me. It was a fake out? It doesn't say again in the intro.
Bloated corpse of
I'm
the
not gonna do
past
the
with-
intro again. I'm not gonna do it again. Oh, load the quick save. That's fine. I guess we'll just never do that part of the game. Yeah, I'm simply not. Sorry. Rangoet says it's not just the intro. Boy, it sure seemed like the intro. Rangoet, I'm gonna do it, but if it is just the intro, I am gonna be pretty upset. If we go in and it really is just doing it the same thing again, I'm gonna be pretty upset about it. I gotta be real with you.
The note is written with someone has scribbled.
Oh, this is the wrong
You
note.
find the filament. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hand just the slides snap without 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
JB Mini.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings.
Rangoet says IDK what is gonna happen
The
after though, because
access
normally
to the
Kim
Zoom
wakes you up.
never shown.
Okay,
It's
let's do this.
Slightly, ever so slight.
Let's go talk to the person we need to talk to first, in case this is gonna make our guy fall asleep. Because I don't want to have to wait a whole other day to be able to talk to this person. So let's go to the balcony. Let's keep our appointment, and then we'll take a look at it. Progy Frenzy says you're not having fun because Kim is gone. I hope that's what it is.
Marie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights. Its distant streets and motorways flash
Maybe I do
like
just miss Kim.
diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
I got your hint. Found the key right under the stone.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm... Oh, sorry. Is this our secret rendezvous? Is outside your It's fine. That's what I'm aiming for, yes. I really am not having fun. It's been 40 minutes of not... Okay, we gotta try. We gotta make an effort to have fun here. Let's try to get to where Kim is back, and we'll see if... And we'll go to a new area tomorrow, and we'll see if it makes it a little bit more interesting. That's what I'm aiming for, yes.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight.
You're out of
I
the
told
ledger
him
and in
I'd
real
be over, I'd like to
conversation
say hello.
now?
Step in.
We'll see.
He's already waiting.
My Sunday friend is visiting tonight. By the way, I'm really digging the view here.
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
It's kind of horrible, but yeah. Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard,
Good.
disappearing into
Good to
the
know.
bush.
Thanks, Game.
Besides, I've got to run.
What?
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
We'll talk. Just not tonight.
Fine.
Take care, alright?
All right.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Let's... First things first. Quick save. Do we have any, like, thoughts that we want to work on? No. I don't really particularly want to do the advanced race theory one. Okay. Oh my god, there's so many green things. A quarterly business magazine. I'm stealing your party dragon silk robe. At which, what the hell? It does increase my drama. But I think we want... Wait, why is my... Didn't I have other things that made my conceptualization better? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. And what pants do I wear? I guess I could just swap them back and forth real quick. Okay. Good. Let me have the crowbar again. I need it to intimidate people with. Nope. There you go. Okay. An old photo of the same apartment, dated year 2001. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. Don't worry about me. I'm just rifling through your friend's stuff real quick. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Flyers from underground parties. Dishes soaked up in a pot. An empty ashtray. I'm also taking this conical hat, which... a little bit racist-y. What does this give me? Plus perception. But here, I'm Captain Logic. Obviously, now that I'm wearing this hat, I'm much more logical than I was before. Although it does have insensitive bachelor party vibes. -1 suggestion. I think we want to look authoritative, though, because we're going to have to boss around that other guy. What's making me lose authority? My glasses, but they make me logical. Okay, put on my neat office shades again. Rengot says, I'm so dumb. I thought I saw eggs in some lava. It was a magma block. Oh no! Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. Okay, well, we've got our sick nerd outfit on. Let's spend a skill point in increasing our health, which I believe is endurance. Just so that we're not one mistake away from dying all the time. Would be good. Let's speak to this man. Hello, Sunday friend.
You have acquired the hat. Officer. It looks good on you.
Thank you, Sunday friend.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good.
Pierogi Frenzy says, I thought I saw eggs in lava once.
I am here to assist you in any way possible.
But it was just delicious shakshuka. Could be worse.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Before we go on, I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy.
Oh yes, my friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery.
Giant Spatcher says I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3 again. AMA.
I believe they call this type of frame industrial.
Who's in your party? Who do you party with when you play KH3 by your preference?
That's really all I can tell you about it.
Giant Spatcher says, I actually don't, because the first time I played this, I had bird flu and I don't remember anything. That's a fun flu to get. I mean, probably not, but it's a more interesting one. Giant Spatcher says, now I have COVID and don't remember anything. It's kind of makes the game have infinite replay value, though, if you only play it when you're sick. You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
Just the facts, bub.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
Giant Spatcher says, true! Meaning it was terrifying?
No. I mean, it was so strange. I could barely believe what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
Maybe 9.
Sound familiar? That matches the prints you observed at the scene.
Were any of them huge? Like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Did any of them look like drummers?
Drummers? Why, no. But then, I don't know what a drummer is supposed to look like.
Useless. What happened next?
I went back inside.
Wait, so you actually didn't see the lynching?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men? Women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
Okay.
That doesn't quite comport with what you know. Don't forget the lady driver.
Oh, good. This is the right way to do a police interrogation, where you ask somebody something and they tell you the information and you don't like what they said, so you say, "Are you sure that at least one of them wasn't a woman?"
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
Pierogi Frenzy says, "I will always remember Peter Sarsgaard on SNL promoting his medical mask. The Peter Sarsgaard? Is that real?" What ethnicity were they?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Aeropagites among them.
Don't know what that
I'm quite
is.
certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
That does seem strange.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
Can you at least tell me when it happened?
All I can say is that it was late.
Giant Spatch says, "How many famous Peters can you name?" Oh, let's see. Peter Cushing, Peter O'Toole. They're all old-timey actors, though. Peter Vincent, the character from Fright Night. Rengo says, "I love how much I hate this character. He's the embodiment of a company representative." Wait, no. Bizzle, nice. This guy's a government representative. Peter, who's, good old Peter who plays, Inspector Clouseau, and he's in the movie Being There, and, Dr. Strangelove. So, the Great, true, Peter the Great. Soulfinder says, "My maternal neglect has manifested on YouTubes, and the most famous Peter is Piotr Bizzle, hands down, please. Peter Sellers, that's the one. Yep, that's a famous Peter. That might be it. No, there must be more. I'm sure there's more. I have a postage stamp with Peter Cushing on it. Let me find it for you. Pierogi Friendly says, "Holy shit, Being There is criminally underrated. That ending, Being There is such a good movie, dude." It's so good. It's also one of these movies that was very, very contemporary when it came out. And so it's like which just causes it to be a period piece over time. Pierogi Frenzy says, "I honestly gasped at the ending." And Silverfighter says, "My Peter." Nice. The Good Cushing. Yes, The Good Cushing. I got to show that. Oh, I think I posted it in the Discord, but I got to show the Good Cush Vine to somebody recently, and it was very wonderful. Rangwet says, "I haven't seen Being There." It's a very 70s ass movie. Watch it without any spoilers. Agreed. Yeah, if you're gonna watch it, I would say just yeah. Just watch it. Just watch it. You don't need to know anything about it. Progy Freddy says, Peter Sellers was a treasure. Wait, time to Google Peter Sellers problematic. I mean, they all were. Rangwat says, I'm in the perfect spot because I know of it enough that I'll likely watch it from people mentioning it, but know barely anything. Oh, that is the sweet spot. Let me just show you this. Let's just go to the big camera real quick so I can share my Peter Cushing stamp with you. It's a British stamp, and it is a real stamp in this tiny little frame, which is also a fridge magnet. And is also not very nice, the frame, but the stamp is real. From, I don't know from when, but it's him as Sherlock Holmes. He's in front of 221B Baker Street is what the door says behind him. And yeah, it's our little thing. Giants Badger says, my favorite channel. Peter goes to look for something in his house. Ah, yes, I've been known to partake. It's been known to happen. But yeah, Peter Sellers is today's Peter of the day. Good. Any other Peters? That's all of them. Yes. Pyotr Maximov. Is that his name? The Quicksilver's name? Pyotr something Gamov. Something very Russian-y. Okay. That's not what we want, though. Right now, we want to continue talking to the Sunday friend. Okay, good. Pyotr Shell and Tell is the subtext of each stream. It's true. It's true. It's every stream featuring Pyotr Show and Tell. So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging yourself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Those are all my questions. Thanks for your time.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist the RCA.
What's an official like you doing in Martinez anyways?
The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled.
Giants Badger says, definitely don't get the show and tell enough as an adult. I mean, the subtext of this whole channel really is that this is just an outlet for me to show off my weird things to people. So that's why, like, we do play games and stuff, but really the heart of the matter is that I want to make people look at my weird things that I own.
The economy impacts the entire international community, which is...
Regwet says that's the best kind of way to use your channel. It's true. So, what is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
Ah!
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment.
Pierogi Frenzy says, okay, the Google results are not great. Oh, sorry. I'm exhausted. I've been working my tail off. Evo Kidder says, and we love your weird stuff. Oh, I'm glad. The reason we missed the last stream was because I fell asleep at 7 p.m. And then woke up at 11. But Soulfighter says, I need us to do a D stream and Pyotr is the DM. This is my dream more than a Minecraft server, but I will settle on a Minecraft server. I've been reading old... This is when I was a young teen. I used to play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, and I've been reading through the old papers and printouts and scenario books and stuff that I have for it, so it's been on my mind. Giants Badger says, you started like Antiques Roadshow Twitch channel, but it's all things you find in your house. Giants Badger says, oh no, Sleepy Peter. It's alright. Let's see.
Which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
How does that benefit us, exactly?
Take your daily bread, for example. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to...
Giants Butcher says, definitely nothing problematic comes up when you Google Lovecraft. True. JB Mini is no longer available. I don't know what JB Mini is. It's kind of worrying. It keeps telling me I can stream on some device that I don't know what it is. Pierogi Freddy says, I think I've mentioned, but I live near Lovecraft's old house? Whoa! I guess he must have lived New York adjacent, right? Because some of his stories take place in New York. Like the one in, Cool Air, which takes place in Spanish Harlem, and all of the not all the characters, but some of the characters speak with transcribed accents, and it's very annoying to read. So Alfred says, Sleepy Piotr's just like me. I have invited people over for dog walks and fallen asleep. Yes, all the horrible you can think. Rengoat says, interesting. And Rengoat says, that's the only place Lovecraft ever stepped foot, because he never left it. Evocare says, real quick, gonna Google Lovecraft cat. But bet it'll be fine and normal. Bet it'll be totally innocuous. Giant Spatcher says, what's in the basement of Lovecraft house? And is it weird tunnels? Pierogi Frenzy says, you have to do a spot hidden check when you go down to find out. Pierogi Frenzy says, if you walk in the cemetery at the First Dutch Reformed Church at Flatbush and Church in Brooklyn, you'll see tons of names from his stories. Oh, interesting. Did they name streets after him, or did he name characters after the streets? Or after... No, sorry, not streets. Oh, they're not street names. They're cemetery names. Oh, okay. They're dead people names. I understand. Sorry. That sentence bowled me over. I did not understand it the first time. Rangoet says, a character's after the gravestones. Right. Rangoet says, what if you didn't know Lovecraft is notorious for not leaving his house much and being just... Which, if you didn't know, Lovecraft is notorious for not leaving his house much and just being terrified of the outside world. I did not know that, actually. Giant Spatch says, my perception score is very low. And Rangoet says, the church has been there since the early 1700s. At Rangoet, that's real old for us, by the way. Well, I grew up in Southern California where, like, nothing is older than 100 years old. Like, of something who's been there since 1901, it's very old. And then I went and visited England, and my friend was like, well, yeah, my friend's dad was like, oh, we'll go to this 900-year-old pub. I was like, oh, that's bananas. What a holy smokes. That's old. Okay. And we went, and the ceiling was real low, and it was charming. Okay. Pierogi Freddy says, meanwhile, my mom's village was established in, like, the 900s. Ugh, Europe too old. Hashtag Europe so old. Soulfoundry says, also, slavery was abolished in 1846. True.
That's why
that is unfortunately recent.
Works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Feels like it should have been sooner. Sorry, 1865. Right. Evocator says, I don't think they had bananas then. Ah, I guess it isn't bananas. You're right. Rainbow says, Lovecraft wasn't tapping into this idea of a place where you're surrounded by the unknown. He was just insane. I think that's probably open to debate. Okay, below 2% of what?
But not too far below. No. 2 below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all. Oh, I was half joking? Okay, got it.
The importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Hell yes. Lay it on me, daddy-o. Soulfoundry says, I was listening to a radio thing of someone born in 1845 or whatever. Oh, I just typed, or whatever I just typed. Got it.
A sound monetary
like when somebody says numbers while you're trying to count something.
Ringwood
Ringwood says, though he was quite eccentric? No doubt.
It's the reason why I identify as a moralist.
Okay.
But I don't have my leaflets on me today.
No!
You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to transparency.
Pierogi Frizzy says, Evocator, I'm dying it. I don't think they had bananas then, as a response to the age of my mom's hometown. Just an observation. Okay. What are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it.
It
is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here.
Go on.
You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat?
Yes. As I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
What is this international community of which you speak previously?
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Evocator says, also, yeah, it's insane to see 1700s as a very old place. For example, I did some volunteer work for an ancient farm where Roman and Iron Age style buildings... Whoa! Granted, most of it was rebuilt stuff. Okay, not just standing there. But there is some very old small items. And Evocator says, I mean... ... I've heard about this moral intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists.
Ah.
Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies.
Did you say mind
As is the
babies?
coalition.
Because I don't mind babies. Are you a moralist?
But of course.
But of course! Wah wah wah. Evo Kidder says, I went to an onsen town in Japan that had a banner up for their 1300th anniversary. Wow. Just like WTF. Rengot says, I even helped make one of the houses. Made of poop and mud for the walls. Kind of gross to imagine living in that. That's kind of cool, though. 1300th, not founded in the 1300s. Right, so founded in like the 1200s. I don't know what year it is. Why are you a moralist?
Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
But what is a normal, stable world, really, my dear Sunday friend?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal world? Evo Kidder says, the face I made when you said that, Fyodor, lol.
Revachol is generally
I'm sorry.
difficult. It's led
I'll
by
figure out what year it
interim
is.
government,
I'll
which
know by
means
tomorrow.
It hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
Ah, Soul Foundry has redeemed recommended movie for 800 light snacks. Thank you for the light snacks. What did I watch recently that I liked? I watched Event Horizon, but I wouldn't really recommend it that strongly. You don't need to see Event Horizon. Rangot says a little meta, admittedly, though. And Evil Kidder says, Rangot, it turns out warlords and emperors love to take baths. What's a good movie? Let me look at the old movies we got on the shelf. Maybe there's something here. And then Evil Kidder has redeemed today's featured hero clicks. Ah, thank you very much for the light snacks. We'll do that right after. Bam. Bum, 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 bum. What do we got here that's good? Did I recommend this already? I think I did. Did we already do this one? We might have already done this one because we might have talked about it when we talked about Ninja Turtle hero clicks. But I'm going to go ahead and recommend Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. This is a movie that came out last year. It's a great Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie and also a great New York movie. And it's cool to be able to sometimes be like, oh, they must be at that subway station, because you can see the like which lines are passing through and you know roughly what part of town they're in and stuff. So that is pretty joyous. Ringo says, wait, my message didn't go through weirdly. I meant to say I love option 4. But it's a bit meta. Got it. So yeah, that's my official recommendation for a movie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Ice Cube is in it. Soulfinder says, I'm going to watch whatever this is in Spanish. Giant Spot says, strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. I understood that reference. Okay. Evil Kid says, are we going to hit the community goal, by the way? Don't forget to donate. Thank you very much for the donations, Evil Kidder and Pierogi Frenzy. I actually don't know how far along we are. Rangwat says the style of that film did look great from the trailers. It's cool. It's very comic book drawn by a teenager when they're supposed to be paying attention in class vibes. How far along are we? It used to show me at the top, but it's not showing me at the top of the thing anymore. How far that we are in the challenge. I'll look it up afterwards. I think we can do it. Solvan says, I will enjoy this. I tried Lord of the Rings today in Spanish, and it was okay. 45%? Oh, we can do it. We can do it. We just got to make sure to do streams on a regular enough basis. Speaking of regular bases, let's go to today's featured hero clicks. I didn't forget. Oh, good. As a special treat, let's do some sexy church stuff. Today's featured hero clicks. Please get in focus. Please get in focus. Please get in focus. You were just in focus. You just had it. Okay. Fine. Bam! Today's featured hero clicks is Sister Superior. There she is, way too close because it's refusing to focus in on her when she's even just a little bit further away. Focus. Focus in, please. No? Okay, well, there you go. There's Sister Superior, way too close. Sexy church stuff is redundant. True. Giant Spatch says, take me to church. I don't really know what the deal with Sister Superior is, why she is, I guess, a sexy red nun with the robot hand. But it's pretty cool. Okay, I've been forced to take extreme measures here. Sorry, we're gonna fuss with this camera real quick. Properties, configure video, camera control, focus, no more autofocus. Magnifying glass goes back. We can do this. We can fix this. I can fix this. Bam. I'm in charge of the camera now. Okay, great, good enough. There's Mother Superior, Sister Superior. Giant Spatch says, if you were church, I'd get on my knees. Those are the only church songs I know. I was not raised in a religious environment. That's pretty good. Those are the basic ones that they sing most weeks. Yeah, here's Sister Superior. She has a cool robot hand. I don't know really what her deal is, but I think that I know everything that I need to know about her. Just by her cool pink sunglasses. Let's compare her to our standard size Karen, just to get an idea of what kind of scale we're working with here. We bring out the spirit level, of course, and as you can see, Sister Superior is a little bit taller, but she might be wearing heels? Nope, she's actually wearing flats. That's very practical of you, Sister Superior. Rainbow says, looks neato. Yeah, it's kind of a cool model there. I like it a lot. If you were wondering, Sister Superior doesn't belong to any kind of faction or anything, so you can't really easily tell who she is, although I'm sure a quick Bing search would reveal the truth. But more importantly, she is 80 points, and also she is today's featured hero clicks. So now you know. Is her shirt so tight that you can see her belly button through it? No, there's just a little wrinkle there. Giant Spatch says there's a Smash Mouth song called Sister Psychic. I can contribute. Sisters, is it called Sister Psychic? I can contribute, or are you remarking on the fact that you can contribute to the conversation? Soul Foundry says she's nice. Yeah, pretty cool. I want the cape sleeves. Oh, the sleeves are cool, aren't they? The big old sleeves, the robot hand, the cool sunglasses, the cool hair. Oh, she's got it all going on. Sexy church stuff is complete. Is over. Back to the game. Bam. Giant Spatula says, I can contribute. Very good. Very good, Giant Spatula. Well done. Okay. This man says the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work. And I say that wasn't the right kind of communism. We just haven't tried real communism yet. That's the meme, right? I can do the meme. We just haven't tried real communism yet.
Ah, yes. The unattainable ideal. Never settle for less. Good luck with that, my friend.
And good luck to you, you gross man. You didn't even... Well...
Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Yes, I want to know about this thing that I don't know what it is.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
Giant Spatcher says you need fully automated luxury space communism. Oh, the best communism. I keep talking about this, but I'm coming up on the end of old Patrick Stewart's memoir, and he's talking about Star Trek now, and it's been a joy. He finally just got to Star Trek. He's getting out of the theater and into TV and stuff. Sylvander says, I'm starting to sew again. I'm going to make a cape. And by starting to sew again, I mean I have knitting needles and I am lying to you. Fantastic. That's a very good way to start.
Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darling? That can't be an official designation.
What makes Revachol Sur-la-Clé's darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language,
How do I be in frame?
its people, its cuisine even. or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Uh-huh.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sir Leclerc's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Giant Spatcher says, I'm gonna quit my job and sew. So what? Not S-O-W-H-A-T, but S-E-W-W-H-A-T. I did it. Tell me about Orange.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28...
So says I already have. I have an Etsy. Is that true?
Next to Sur la Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Which one of them is more EPIS?
As founding members, they are both very EPIS.
EPIS.
Oranje carries a lot of political weight, while Sur la Clé takes care of the business side of things. Sur la Clé hosts the headquarters of the major EPIS institutions.
Okay, but outside of EPIS, what is L'Orange?
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
Soulfinder says, Giant Spatula, I wish... Oh, still. Big dreams.
But that didn't tell you anything about Oranje.
Can't you just talk like a normal person?
About what?
About L'Orange. Just tell me what it's like there.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged
Like some kind of
nations to follow.
inverted Italy. I don't know if I want that. Enough business. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend.
Oh,
My
God.
friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Evocator says, telling people to just be normal famously works. Very true. Does not turn them against you whatsoever. What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
Well, what do you mean by that, you big galoot?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
What is this EPIS thing you keep talking about?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
I hate it.
God, yes. Sweet standardization.
I mean, we
the
love it.
backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we
Breakthrough
expanded
imminent.
it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
Okay, but like, what does it stand for?
Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole.
Oh, my Sunday friend, you are a card. What do the letters stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
You don't even hear the words I'm saying, do you?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Is it gonna be like this place here?
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to...
Rangwet says, are you starting to see what I mean by I love that I hate this character? I am definitely starting to see what you mean by that. Is Revachol gonna be a part of EPIS?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members.
Giant Spatcher says, me asking AWS engineers what the letters stand for? Oh, there's so many letters. I had to do a bunch of AWS stuff today. But it is kind of fun because I work at a very small company now, and you can kind of just do stuff in a way that, like, there would be a lot of process normally. So, like, there was a database that I needed to put something big into, and it was too small. So I went into AWS, this is Amazon Web Services is what AWS stands for. But I went into the console and I made the database bigger. And it was great. And I didn't, I chatted the team first, and I was like, hey, by the way, I'm planning to double the size of this database. Is that chill? and nobody had any complaints, and so I just did it. And it's something that, like, at my last job would have taken weeks to get done, to pipe in the big amount of data and make the database bigger and everything else. But it took a day today, so that was nice. What letters were the database? It was an RDS, which is a relational. Yeah, it was an RDS, but I had to put, it's actually fun because I got CSVs from a vendor that were enormous. They were too big to open in Excel, and they were split up over multiple CSVs and stuff. So I had to put the CSVs into S3, pipe the S3s into our RDS with AWS's built-in tools for Postgres. Ooh, more letters. Rangoet says, Sunday friend trying to argue why their job isn't near pointless. Evocator says, you chatted the team is some real corpo speak.
No.
It's true.
Candidate members do
Just
report.
open them into Vim.
Why do we
Progy
even
friend
have the
says,
whole system in place if
DMS?
they don't?
DMs? DMS? I didn't do anything
Type and
DMSC.
evaluation.
I copied the things into a database. I piped them in. And then somebody was like, these files, there were like 130. Oh, data migration service. No, I literally did something from the Postgres command, like console. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and then somebody was like, hey, these 130 tables that we got from the vendor, could we combine the data from like 50 of them, these 50, so that I don't have to make all my queries insane in order to get information about them? And I said, yeah, and I went in the console and I made a new table and I dumped all of the other tables into it and, just inserted them in. And then we had one big mega table too. And it was just like, oh, you could just do this. That's good. Giant Spatch says he copy/pasted. Progy friend says my spoon data is too big. Woo! I don't get it. Giant Spatch says everything in buffer. Evocator says you ETL'd them into the Postgres RDS, and then, sorry, my brain shut off typing that. Anyway, that's one of the things that I did today. Although it actually did take a long time because the files were huge, and none of the stuff was set up, so we had to get somebody to grant me the permissions to install the AWS stuff onto the Postgres database. It was good. It was a good day. And then I wrote a bunch of code afterwards. If you ETL fast enough, you go FTL. Oh!
But we were talking about.
All right, that's enough. That's enough business.
Politics.
Why did you two even become friends? And lovers, obviously. Evocator says, don't worry, I love the spoon is too big, and also understand uppercase H? Oh, I don't. Or not uppercase H. Caret H? Careth? Is that how you say it? Why did you two even become friends? Progy friend says, my people at Evocator at Giant Spatula.
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola?
Anti-control character for backspace. Got it.
Finally, the international community is.
So you started to write spoon, and then you backspace. Data is too big. Kareth! Why are you talking that way? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here. And my friend, too.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the
Evocator says, back in the day in IRC, you see it was very funny to say, my spoon is too big. So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts?
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Great.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
Which arts? And don't say pottery, because I'll be super jealous.
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What are you doing in his apartment by yourself? Progy Friend says, Kareth is real grognard Usenet jokes from people who type plonk unironically. Oh, too deep for me.
I'm just enjoying the view.
I found out the meaning of grognard. I knew the colloquial meaning of grognard forever, but I found out, and apologies if everybody already knows this, but it was new to me, so now I get to tell it to other people like it's new to them too, which is not mansplaining, but it's an old soldier is a grognard. I didn't know that. One view, it's dark outside.
Listen,
he says, raising his hand.
The baby is crying in the neighboring apartment. Waves crashing in the distance. The sound of sea below the window.
Giant Spatcher says, I was promised my career would contain a lot more people using grok. I hate grok. I really don't like grok because it doesn't... you can just say you understand it. You understand something. Ugh. And it's not this extra layer of mystery speak. I can hear the waves.
the Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen.
Giant Spatch says, OMG, I hit a pet peeve. Tell me more. And Progy Frenzy says, sitting sad on a bench. Am I the only one in my department that's read Snow Crash? Ooh, maybe. Evil Kidder says, I was in a meeting with a director who said grok like 10 times in 25 minutes earlier. I think it's one of those words. I don't like having a bunch of abbreviations for things. Like, grok isn't an abbreviation, but I'm just saying a similar thing. Like RDS, AWS, whatever. But I understand why having tons of acronyms is useful because you don't want to say Amazon Web Services every time, right? But then there's industry terms and programming terms and stuff that have obvious other words that aren't particularly time-saving, and the meaning is not particularly niche, so that it couldn't possibly just be spoken in plain English, and it's just obfuscatory. It's just confusing, and it's just gatekeepy, and just makes programming and stuff less accessible. And it's one of those things I don't think we need. Ugh. Anyway, Garignac, says Soul Foundry. You think I don't know Garignac? You think I don't know Garignac just by itself in the chat? I know Garignac, Soul Foundry. That's a great movie. I think other people in the chat will also know that. Giant Spatch says Sad Girl in Snow. That's a good movie. Pierogi Frenzy says a coworker keeps saying let's double click on that, and I want to fire him into the sun. I definitely would too. And Ringo says, yeah, coding is intimidating. I don't need all the funny words on top. Strongly agreed. Giant Spatch says, does P2 Stu talk about seeing Galaxy Quest in his memoir? Not yet. Although he does talk about what's an interesting thing from P Stu's life. He did a production of some Shakespeare play where his character had a dog, and he basically just like went to a dog pound and like borrowed a dog, and they didn't have it on a leash or anything. So, and like the dog was good. He got an old dog, so presumably was more chilled out. Like Zug could never be on stage in a theater, but he was like very insistent. Everybody was going to call the dog the name that it had in the play, and it would never be on stage. It wouldn't wear a leash while it was in the theater and stuff, and it was very eccentric. But apparently it went over well. The dog was pretty much good the whole time. So I guess P Stu is some kind of a beastmaster, which I did not realize. Sulfur says, I was banking on you knowing that. Evil says, I love to say that double-click meetings where half the people understand I'm... say double-click in meetings where half the people understand I'm trolling and the senior leaders are nodding sagely. Evil says, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think the dog had a good time. Evil says, do Zoomers know what double-click means? The next generation after Zoomers won't. They'll all have their weird Elon Musk brain pills that they put in their brain. They won't click things anymore. Progy Frenzy says, I'm afraid I would accidentally say double dick. Oh my god. fired. Removed from the workplace.
But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
Oh, I do have one other funny work thing from... Eoker says that's just a dim-dim. A dim-dim? God, what was it? So yesterday was Valentine's Day, obviously, and I had to get away from work to go to dinner, and so I was going to leave work a little earlier than I usually do, and somebody who is, like, kind of runs the office a little bit, was like, although this person also has like 10 other jobs, so it's not the only thing that she does, but she was like, oh, by the way, everybody, there's like a fire safety thing. Somebody's gonna come up from the building and talk to us, so make sure you're available to do this fire safety talk in a little bit. And so I heard that and I was like, I don't want to be here for the fire safety talk, and so I left even earlier than I'd been planning to leave because I didn't want to get stuck in this talk. But it turned out it had been a ruse, and actually it wasn't fire safety, and instead the person had ordered cookies for the whole office and wanted to make sure people would be available for cookie time. And so I missed the cookies. Evoker says, OMG, I said dick. Oh, got it. That's just a dick. True, the little animal. Brogy Francis says, I'd like to double dick on that, but my schedule is full, so we'll just circle the dicks on that later. Very good. I think if you have a stroke, it's not it's not creating an unsafe work environment. Giant Spatch says those incentives were not aligned. Yeah, definitely. I think, like, in retrospect, I made the right move, getting out of there before the fire talk. But what is it? A hostile work environment. It's not a hostile work environment if you're having a stroke. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they made a mistake. But anyway, that's how I missed the cookies. And I had to have stale cookies the next day, which I did do shamelessly. Brogy says, my doctor needs to double dick on this burnt toast I smell. Oof. Anyway, let's say, I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you've seen him around. He's a busy bee.
There wasn't really a good motivation for telling that story, but I just feel like I'll never get another chance to tell it, so.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I had something else in mind. Evil Kidder says you calculated the expected value, and sometimes you end up the wrong side of the bet. Boy, I know I sure do. Yep, I definitely did that time, too.
I'm all ears, officer.
That's all I need.
A moment, officer.
Oh?
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on, why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time.
Sure.
After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
Well,
that's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments.
Basically, the only useful piece of information that you told us is that there wasn't a lot of noise when the lynching happened, which would support the idea that the man had already been dead. So, thanks for that chestnut. Thanks for the heads up. My work here is done.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
Yeah. None of this is weird.
Motorway south.
The motorway south.
The lone vector stretches in your mind's eye into the wild pale yonder, for an unimaginable distance, forgetting, until you can no longer remember anything. No cities, no mountains, no oceans, and finally, no vector. Nothing remains. A blank space with no point of reference, where only one type of motion is possible. The motion of a human throat. Swallow in, and then it comes to you. To reach the end of the motorway south is to be unborn. You've had this thought before, while aimlessly wandering the streets of Jamrock. A lost piece of the man you were. A dark hope.
Renguet says, we got a slightly better idea of the government, but with many non-answers. But sometimes what is not said says more. You are right that I'm undercounting the kind of world-building information that we got here, too. All intellect white checks unlocked. Cool. +1 Inland Empire. The swallowing motion. Cool. So, does that mean we can do a bunch of map stuff again? Because these are all unlocked again. Well, I say all. There's 2 of them. Does rhetoric count? Can I do the cargo door again? Backyard wall. Box of sunglasses. Okay, let's save. Quick save. Nope, other menu. Redwood says, I say in general, Disco Elysium is barely a detective story. The detective story is more a starting off point for getting involved with its complex political and emotional conflicts. Well, let's have an inner turmoil kind of emotional conflict while we read this note that's in the thing. Interact. Perfect link.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. Awesome.
Not browse the... Sorry, I didn't mean to browse the case files. I need to read a case file. But actually, that's not what I need to do either. I need to slide the hidden door open. I just hate that those are 2 options. Okay.
Without resistance.
Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been
we remember this. We smell the card. It smells like chewing gum. We open it. Harry, this is for you. I love it. When I leave your house, it makes me really sad. Keep reading.
Every step I
keep reading.
Kisses.
We heard this already.
You feel the air sucked out of your lungs, and sparks fall like snow from the bow collector. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No. Hold on.
Fall sideways. Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Fall sideways. And I've been told that this is a fake out, even though when games do things like this, they're in very real danger of me Alt F4ing them. They should know better. Begin.
There is nothing. Again.
Ah. Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout.
Just lie there, passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who is that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
No, I was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always
Thought gained.
there.
White morning.
Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
Smelled so nice.
It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Was that the X something? The
bloated corpse of the past resurfacing?
Yes, that.
Don't prod at it. It will start moving again.
So my name appears to be Harry.
Your name is fuck all.
Rangwet says, I like this part. I thought it was a nice way of showing how Harry feels trapped in a cycle of sadness, always reminded of the past and what he had.
It certainly ain't Harry.
Then what is it?
Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes. They're taking you somewhere.
There was something about a bow collector, too.
Yeah, man. What was that about?
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Enough. Just lie there, motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecule? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious.
Grapes!
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Renguet says, I wonder who wakes you up. Now Kim is gone. It looks like it is Kim. Wait, what? Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leather.
Bam, we've summoned him.
Heavy fuel oil. Cold
just like I
runs
planned.
Down your chin.
Drink. Water.
Progi Frenzy says, whoa, you're back?
No drink.
Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Fine. Renguet says, are they going to act like Kim got back super early, or did the game just glitch? Oh my god. I hope they're just going to act like he got back super early.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
Yeah, HDB asked you're back. I'm sure if it glitched, it won't be too bad.
What happened?
I should ask you the same. I should ask you the same.
There was a call on the shortwave. Officer passed out in Martinez. I had a feeling it would be you. I'm glad I got here in time.
How long was I out?
I don't know. It could have been quite a while.
And Renguet says, I see it is explained. I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your ledger. Brogy Frenzy says, I feel real-life relief that Kim is back. I want Kim in my life. Renguet says, I would be surprised if something like this wasn't thought out in Disco.
Replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
Cop's foot for athletes.
I found this next to you. I'll tag along for the rest of the day if you don't mind. My business is concluded anyway. Are you okay to go?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses.
Well, okay.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board.
God, what fucking button do I press then? Okay, sorry. Alright. Here's what I want to do, Kim. Now that you're back, which is great, let's chat to begin.
Yes?
Never mind. We'll chat later. Let's go confront those dorks. Now that there's two of us. If they're still there. Although it is getting pretty late. Hey boys. Let me just let's chat. Let's see what that check is.
It's you again. What is it?
Well, authority. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna take off for now. Don't go anywhere. Is that a white check? So we could retry it if we don't get him the first time.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh, sorry, actually, let me just... I'm wrong. I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just contactist status. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others. Anything witness protection?
My witness isn't a local!
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that. That still puts him in danger.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
I don't know, I just like him.
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence? Come on.
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
The witness says he saw 2 people of Rebecca descent and 1 Mesk.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
Enough about the witness.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
Oh, yeah?
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Aw, Eugene, that actually is sweet.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you. I don't think that's gonna actually do anything. So, just real quick. Just a tiny save scum. Just real quick. Because I think that's not gonna actually be effective, but...
It's you again. What is it?
Hello, my friend. I talked to Joyce.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal, and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Oh, Kim, that was a sick thing to say. Absolutely high five later.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
I heard he never went to school either. So crazy and uneducated.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
He punches Blondie on the shoulder.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon.
Joyce said they've... Did you know... I don't know about that. Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
That's what I'm saying. They're armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what? That they don't?
Yeah. Like you've been up against ceramic armor.
He takes a sip of beer to bide his time, then tries to get the last word in.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
This Krenel is bad news. You know that, right?
So are the local gang.
Noodles says, Piotr looking extra Piotr today. Thanks, I think. Welcome, Noodles.
Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
Maybe.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
Okay, they're gonna wipe you out. They're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Time to establish authority.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
That's it? That's all I got?
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent.
No, don't
and
say
has
any words
great
to him.
Results. You're probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the gun thing pop.
Oh, I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping. Point your finger.
And
we should
what
have saved
exactly
before that.
is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us.
Why
Going
is it
around
repeatable if I
harassing
can't,
kids
if I'm gonna
on
get
the
shot
street?
for bringing it up?
Who've done nothing wrong, all the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
Alright, well, I'm not shitting myself.
Of course you are. E.
Yeah. Callie said you've been hanging around the adult diaper shop, browsing the aisles. Too ashamed to ask for assistance.
Ranglitz is doing the gun thing. I feel is a quick route to see the kind of power that Titus is
Now
claiming to
that
have.
I can believe.
Yes.
Got it.
Shit, feces, poop, scatological jokes. If you don't have anything more to say, then we are going to go back to asking questions.
You don't have to be the butt of every joke.
Excuse me. Just gonna cheat a little bit. Try that one again.
It's you again. What is it?
Establish authority, but for real this time.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit, and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Oh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer, sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
No, I don't.
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Oh no! I'm also a big fan of beer. And jerking off instead of helping people.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal.
Nice.
All I see
Yes,
is you
Kim,
sitting
you're
around
killing it.
talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
I've asked this before. Why are you hiding the victim?
Titus is hiding nothing. Titus?
You want to talk to her? Fine, talk to her. I got nothing to hide.
Oh yeah, breakthrough.
Everybody has something to hide. He certainly does.
So long as you treat her with respect. No questioning, no harassing, or you got the freight train of pain heading your way. You understand?
Comprendo. Yay, one of those.
What is her name?
Glacia.
Bam.
Mon Dieu. She's staying here at the Whirling.
Oh my god, it's her.
A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde. That's Amon Dieu with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
We can use it.
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! It's Miss Oranje, disco dancer!
Rangwet says this is a kind of an uphill battle because you and Kim are trying to get the high ground on people who have done more than you. I mean, you literally were drunk the past 2 days on the case here. We can do it. Now, I did say that I don't remember being a cop and that I don't remember reality, but let's first try to say Klasch.
Yeah. Blonde. Tall. 2 rooms over from yours.
Miss Orange Disco Dancer?
Sure. Why not?
Oh, I have no choice but to fail this check. Okay. Cool.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing, man.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Thank you, Kim.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
So, what was the relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Okay, sorry. It just mean how did they know each other?
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
It was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So the rape, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again.
True.
So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
True. Thank you, Kim.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Glenn?
Here you go, boss.
So, what is your relationship with her?
I know her.
He looks around, and an uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
Rangwet says, you know, maybe I take that back. They are also just sitting around getting drunk. True. Maybe we can connect with them on this basis, but probably not. So she's not from around here.
You mean Revachon?
In fairness, they are on a break. True.
Our Miss Oranje disco dancer is an immigrant.
Huh.
Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Okay.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Fat Angus, that's very sweet of you.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
You said you partied. Cool. That's cool. But what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right?
Yes. Yes. And no. Got something to say about it?
Rangwet says, this is a Scandinavian game, and all drinks up there are bottles of beer or vodka. It's very true. So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
Fine.
He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
Thank you. We'll talk to her.
Remember, what I said. Freight train of pain.
Well, there you go. That's probably a good stopping place. We made a breakthrough. We had to get through some stuff at the beginning there to get to the real meat and potatoes of this stream today. But we did make a breakthrough. We're gonna talk to the victim. Kim wants to talk to me, so let's do that next time. Which will probably be sometime next week. I think we're probably going to try to play Minecraft tomorrow on Rengoet's server, but I got to set that up tomorrow. So Rengoet, I'll probably be in communication with you about how to get that going. But I will post details about when and what that might be in more detail in the Discord. Yeah! So everybody says, what? We'll see. We're working it out. If you watch any of the stream live tonight, thank you so much for watching live. If you watch this as a recording or on YouTube, thank you so much for watching that way too. So everybody says I get to make my fort. We should, Ringoet, let's start chatting about it in the Minecraft channel in the Discord and see what we can set up. However you watch this stream live or not tonight, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I will see you later.